You talk about developing a script, getting your own point of view, trying to connect to the story in some way. Let's look at your hyphenates here. As a writer, how do you start? How do you feel right before you start writing the project? And is there a definite start to you, or is it all just sort of noodled ideas for a while?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a collaborative writer until recently in my life. So I've always wanted to be in a room with somebody.
Yeah.
And, start to just, basically for me, it's always been sort of starting with a structure. Mm-hmm. A lot of writers don't like to have a structure and like to kind of, like someone like Noah Baumbach, who I've acted in a bunch of his movies, he just starts, I think he's an amazing talent, and he just starts writing without knowing kind of where he's going to get to, but he doesn't outline at all. For me, I like to outline and to have a structure and to have a sense of the beats that are going to happen, and then then start to fill it in.
And when you're writing and you want to write with something, that's the way I like to write too. I mean, the only time I ever want to write by myself is that if something's sad. If I want to write something funny, I want to write with somebody else,
Right.
So I can improvise with them.
Right.
Is it improvisational for you?
Yes, for sure. I think recording what's going on and literally just going back and forth.
Do you get up and act out the scenes, or?
Yeah, sure. I mean, not like totally act them out, but like, go back and forth. Depends. It depends on what it is.
Do you get writer's block? Do you?
All the time. I feel like I'm constantly in a state of writer's block. It's forcing myself to actually do it. When I'm doing it, it's sometimes it's like you literally have to fight through it for me.
Mindy yesterday was asking her about what her process is and how when she gets down she has to write. She writes so much, and she said the moment right before she writes is nauseating for her. I assume feel like there will be nothing this time.
Yes, exactly, or it will be bad. I mean, that's what I find to be one of the toughest things, is that thing of going like, oh, I'm doing this, but it sucks.
As you're writing, you're thinking this sucks.
Well, no, you're not. No, that's what will stop me from writing. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like when you're in it, you're just writing it and you go with it, and then I actually enjoy that part of it. But then sometimes I'll stop, and then to start again, sometimes I'll go, oh no, maybe I should just not, because this all is it's not good.
Mm-hmm. What's harder for you when you go to read through your work, or somebody else's work? Is it obviously if a joke is good, a joke is good. Right. Then there's a bad joke, and there's a joke that you understand how it should work, but it doesn't work.
Right.
Which is harder for you to fix, jokes that don't work or jokes that almost work?
I think, a joke that doesn't work is bad. If you take one thing away from today...
Hold on.
I'll let everybody take a second to write that down.
Have that translated into Latin and put on my family seal. Ioci non bonum.
It's just, in other words, the ones that you can fix. To me, it's elevating something that's not great yet.
Yeah.
Is something you want to. When you see a bad joke or something that's not working, then I'm just like, don't even try. So I don't know. You have to have that moment though where you write it down and kind of do what you call the vomit draft or whatever.
Sure.
Where it's just like putting it all out there, and then it makes a huge difference. I find when you take a day or two and you go away from it, and then you come back and you really have clarity on it.